We're at the point in the offseason where things really start to heat up. The hot stove begins to burn and we start to see free agents sign. But the market is usually dictated by those players at the top of it. So what we're going to be doing here over the next coming couple of weeks is we're going to be examining the best free agents and their 5 most likely landing destinations for this 2026 campaign and beyond. So keep it locked in here at the Baseball Banter Broadcast and let's get into it. Now, the number 5 landing destination for Cody Bellinger is that of the Detroit Tigers. When you think about what the Tigers could use in their fielding team, it is a center fielder, a true center fielder, and that's what Cody Bellinger can provide them. Not only does Cody provide the versatility of being able to play any of the 3 outfield spots, but most notably center field, he can also back up and give a different look to the first base position. When you think about the Tigers and their collapse in terms of claiming hold of the division back in 2025, the idea of adding on a veteran type player who has been there and done that, like a Cody Bellinger, could truly help push this team to the next level. The AL Central is going to be a division that is up for grabs, in my opinion, in 2026, and being able to bring in a veteran presence like a Cody Bellinger could absolutely help push this team to another level. Now, the number 4 team on my list for the services of Cody Bellinger is that of the New York Mets. One of the pitfalls and the downfalls to the New York Mets in terms of their 2025 campaign was their lack of presence in center field. Obviously, you have different players on that team that have been a genuine benefit to this team. Juan Soto in right field is always going to do what Soto does, but being able to pair him with a very good defensive center fielder is going to only stand to help the New York Mets. We know that Soto is not going to be a Gold Glove caliber defender in right, so being able to pair him with a Gold Glove caliber center fielder really stands to help the team as a whole. Add in the fact that you are potentially losing Pete Alonso to free agency, and you could see then a play where Bellinger can also platoon and spend time at first base. There's no doubt when you look at what this team is capable of, the New York Mets are a team that can be seen as a team on the rise. And if they can go ahead and secure themselves a legitimate center fielder / first baseman in Cody Bellinger, it can put them to be in the position where they need to be able to battle the Philadelphia Phillies for the top of that National League East. Now, speaking of the Philadelphia Phillies in the National League East, they are the number 3 team on my list. When you think about Philadelphia, that is the one glaring weakness that they've had over the past several seasons, without naming the bullpen, in terms of their fielding team. Being able to bring in a legitimate center fielder who is going to be able to do the job on both sides of the baseball, both defensively and offensively, is something that has been lacking. Obviously, you have players on that roster right now in Brandon Marsh and Johan Rojas who have been platooning at that center field position. It did not quite work out that way. Last year, the Phillies picked up Harrison Bader at the trade deadline to help bolster that team in parts of that center field role. Being able to bring in a guy like Cody Bellinger could, without a doubt, bring the Philadelphia Phillies to a much better and more consistent level. You also add in the fact that Bellinger can hit basically anywhere in that Phillies lineup and truly help to protect Bryce Harper, who has been one of the most underprotected players in Major League Baseball, the most underprotected player in terms of coverage and pitches seen in terms of ins and strike zone in the 2025 campaign. Being able to bring in a guy like Cody Bellinger could absolutely help the Philadelphia Phillies lengthen that lineup, protect Bryce Harper, and be able to get themselves a legitimate center fielder, something they haven't had since arguably Shane Victorino. Now, the number 2 team on my list for the services of Cody Bellinger is that of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers are said to be heavily in pursuit of Cody Bellinger, and one would make you think that that is then the most likely landing destination. The Dodgers have been able to secure every single player that they have gone after in recent years, and Cody Bellinger could very likely be the next one in that category. When you think about the Dodgers and the what they have needed in their offensive squad and in their defensive squad, it is a consistent center fielder. Bringing back Cody Bellinger could absolutely serve to help again on both sides of the baseball. The Dodgers have been the World Series winner the last 2 years, and going out and getting Cody Bellinger could only solidify them and push them even higher up the rankings and even better positioned to be able to try and go back to back in winning the World Series. Cody Bellinger could absolutely be the icing on the cake that is needed for the Dodgers to go again and win that three-peat. And the number one and most likely landing destination, in my opinion, is that of the New York Yankees. Yes, you could easily make a case that the Dodgers should be the number one landing destination for Cody Bellinger, and it very well could turn out that way. But when you think about the Yankees and going after players that they have significantly coveted, when they have a legitimate chance to go after him, this is where they shine. Obviously, the Dodgers have been going through and being that same type of off-season competitor in terms of doling out the dollars. But the Yankees have never been one to shy away from paying the player that they want. Going after Cody Bellinger gives the Yankees the opportunity to run it back in terms of how they set up their roster in 2025. You also go through the fact that Cody Bellinger provides the Yankees with a level of security and depth that they desperately need, both in the outfield in terms of center field capabilities, left field capabilities, as well as being able to back up first base when you have the plan in place of a young first baseman and Ben Rice being the everyday guy. Being able to have a guy like Cody Bellinger in the lineup helps the Yankees with their versatility and their protection. Given the fact that the Yankees are looking to be able to try to go back to the World Series as they had a couple of seasons ago, being able to go through with this squad that was there last season, Cody Bellinger was a big part of the success for the 2025 New York Yankees, and for them, going after Cody is likely the number one priority. The Yankees rarely lose out on that number one priority if they do the right thing. But I want to hear from you, baseball fans. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings down in the comment section below. Where is the most likely landing destination for Cody Bellinger? What is that contract look like in terms of the years and the dollars? Let me know that down in the comments. And while you're there, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, as it does truly help to build up this baseball community. Hit the bell for post notifications so each and every time we drop new content here, you will be notified. We have a ton of new commentators and new things coming from the channel in this upcoming season, and you're not going to want to miss a single second of it. And if you're not seeing enough coverage from your team, reach out. There may be a spot for you on the Baseball Banter Broadcast team. Again, make sure you leave that comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on where Cody lands, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.